Hello, friends. We're starting up here again for our Thursday night session of Kalya healing and a little bit of meditation practice, a little bit of conversation about breath. So, as we wait for folks to join, I'll just go over a little bit. My name is Christopher Neithammer. I'm the co-founder of Home Healing Center, Home Psychotherapy, Yoga, and Meditation. I'm a meditation teacher, I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a distant healer, and I'm a retreat guide. So I'm available for any of those things, and I just started taking up the practice of a spiritual healer. So I do sessions with folks and share spiritual principles in which can help them to achieve a more fulfilling life. If any of those things interest you, go ahead, give me a call, 610-914-3348. We're developing a YouTube page, so all the videos will be available forever unless I remove them on our YouTube page. So you could come out, and if you have a specific topic or issue that you're dealing with, feel free to go through our library that we're building and pick a video, and they're all free to watch. So tonight I'm going back to the same old most important checkpoint. So if you get into your car and you go to start your car and the battery doesn't turn, you're looking at you don't hear a turnover, you're looking at the voltage regulator to see if there's juice or something in that area. If you try to start your car and it keeps turning and it doesn't start, the next thing you do is you check your fuel to see if there's fuel in the tank and you have gas in the car, so you could the motor will start. In life, when we have struggles and challenges and our energy starts to go up and we start to feel stress, and next thing you know, we might say something or do something that we're just not happy about later on. We wish we could have, delete that part of our life and go on from there without sharing those things. So there's something you need to check when you start to feel yourself go, and it's your breath. Because your breath is the key to calmness. Your breath is the key to peace. Your breath is the key to serenity. Your breath is the key to healing. The breath is endless in what it has to offer us. And the thing about it that's really nice is that the capacity of the breath. As human beings, the average human frame holds about 5 liters of air. So if you ever went to a hospital when somebody was struggling to visit a friend or somebody that was having heart problems or breathing problems at a hospital, you might just see they have these little plastic containers there that they practice breathing. So what they're doing is they're measuring their breath to see if they could increase their breath to get more breath in their body to stay healthier for a longer period of time. And usually they're 2.5 liters, these little instruments. You can buy them in 5. We get them in 5 to test our own breath, to see how much breath we could take into our body. So whereas the hospitals usually give you a 2.5 liter, you can get a 5 liter, and we do that with a 5. I have a couple laying around somewhere where you practice breathing and you try to get 5 liters of breath into your body. It's doable. It's doable with practice. So the more breath you could get in your body, again, the more benefit you're going to have in your body, the more healing you're going to have, the more calmness and clarity you're going to have, and the more power you're going to have in conversations. So what's the biggest mistake we make with breathing is we breathe what we call the fear breath. So that's what we're breathing from, like the mid chest, right around the center of the heart, up. We just breathe in here, just nice and short. So you could get maybe a liter in there, or a little less. But if you start down here below your belly button, below your navel, you're going to get a lot more. You just put your thumb in your navel, push your four fingers out as you're breathing in. Just think big belly. Make sure your clothes are comfortable. Stretchy pants, or unbutton your pants, whatever you need, so you have room to expand your belly as much as you can. Forward, the sides, and even in your back. You could take breath in your back at the same time. And then from there, empty out. So that's the practice you always want to go to increase your breath. Simple. You could lie, if you have a problem with it, you could lie on your back, you could put a book or a sandbag across your lower belly and practice moving it up and down while you're lying on your back. That could be another way to get connected with operating your lower diaphragm for breathing. Once you get a full breath in your body will calm automatically. You will build what we call vagal tone, and it all goes into the vagus nerve, which goes down the front of your body, which is connected to all your organs. It comes off the sides. So all your organs come off this nerve, and the more breath you bring in, the more vagal tone you can make, and the calmer your organs will be. When your organs are all calm, your body becomes calm. It all has to start somewhere. Usually, that's right, in the mind. Usually we start to think something. There's an old saying called stinking thinking. When we start thinking some ideas that are totally untrue, unreal, but we just feed them, then the next thing you know, we're not breathing fully, and we're having shortness of breath, and we're having some anxiety, and it could be about something that's not even happening or transpiring in what's going on today. So we're going to start with we're just going to work on the full breath today for the breathing practice, and then I'll go on to the healing. I'm going to do a free healing, and what I do sometimes, if people ask, you're welcome to comment and ask. I could do a personal healing. I could give you a couple minutes personal healing and then do a group healing for calmness. So just, I'm saying this now as a thought. If you can say, well, there's something that's really bothering me, and can he help me with this? And perhaps I can. So give me a chance. I encourage you to, use the comment portion of this live to ask a question or ask for a healing. I usually do one person a night, and then I do a general healing. So if you'd like to be that person, think about what you're looking for, or a need that you have, and give me the opportunity to help you. With that said, you go ahead and take your seat. Okay, so when you take your seat, think of your body as an antenna. So you could play with your upper body and just slide it back and forth over your hips, and you can almost feel like a certain spot that's perfect, where you feel really comfortable and grounded and connected, and maybe you might even feel an energy moving up through your system. It's common. From there, place your hands on top of your thighs. You can put your palms down the ground, or you can turn your palms up. Okay? And then again, once you have that, you just tune in with your ears, keep them over your shoulders, maybe lift your head up a little bit. And then if you're feeling safe and you feel comfortable with closing your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. And practice closing and opening. Opening, connecting to what's around you. Closing and dropping into that inverted space inside your body. Okay, so we're now, after all this positioning, which is one of the 6 powers of meditation, we're going to notice the breath and start to breathe the body. So naturally, and this, you know, even as we build our bodies up to take more breath, more prana into our system, it still is, you know, a natural habit to go back to the shallow breathing. So breath is something you could work on all the time. Sitting here in meditation or getting ready for meditation is a place, you know, when you first start, you always want to try to, you know, really engage your belly, bring it all in and up, to see if you could get your volume up. So it's like a run walk. You're going to start running, you're going to really push your body, squeeze as much air out as on the exhale as you can, and draw as much in on the inhale as you can. Belly in and up on the exhale. And out wide on the inhale. So you're at the running phase. You're pushing your body for a full breath. Squeeze everything out on the exhale. Squeeze your butt. And as you breathe in, expand your belly. Let everything widen. Take as much breath into your body as you possibly can. And once you notice you're breathing a lot more fuller than you normally do, than your average breath, moving into the count, counting on the inhale, and counting on the exhale. So the reason we count is so we can have an equal inhale and an equal that matches the exhale, vice versa. The reason we want that is because we want to give into the world what we receive from the world. Just like your checkbook. What comes in goes out. So counting your breath, see what your number comes up with. Try to reach for at least 6. 6 is considered a full breath. Once you get to 6, you're moving away from the upper chest breathing and you're moving into diaphragmatic breathing. So with your mouth closed, breathing in and out your nose, your eyes closed, maybe slipping into your body and directing your breath a little bit. So as you're inhaling, think of an elevator inside of your body, lifting upward, pushing up. And as you exhale, exhale down on the same elevator. Let the breath travel down through your heart, down through your chest cavity, down your arms, out your hands, down your legs, through your feet and into the earth. And from the earth, come back around and draw up. And each time you come up, try to take the breath a little higher in your being. Maybe it comes to the top of your heart, maybe into your neck. Wherever it is, try to push it. Use your breath to press a little higher. And then exhaling down. So we're working on a bunch of concepts here. We're giving you a lot. One, we're working on a full breath. We're working on a rhythmic breath, smooth. Same amount of volume moving through our body continuously. Balanced. Equal inhales, equal exhales. And we're directing the breath. We're directing it up our body, up into our heart, up into our head, and above our being. And we're exhaling it down, 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 through our body, through our legs, down into the ground. You might want to think of roots coming out of the soles of your feet, rooting down to the ground, just like a tree. So we're just going to do a few more breaths here. We're working on a full breath, a balanced breath, equal inhales, equal exhales. And you're directing the breath. And something I didn't tell you we're doing, but you're doing it, you're working in the vertical dimension of your heart. The top is all your inspiration or your desires. And the bottom is all the emotions of your being. Good and bad, happy and sad, right and wrong. They all lie in the base of your heart. Just check in with yourself and see how you're feeling now versus how you felt 15 minutes ago before we started. And you could open your eyes if you like, or you could just stay there in breath as we move on to the healing portion. I'm just charging up. And I'll hold everyone. I don't see any messages. I'm checking. This is your last chance. If there anybody wants a special message, Tracy, Abby, a special healing, Terry, Tamara, Nan, Tamara, Scott, Dilip. If not, I'm going to send out just straight energy healing to all beings here, all in this room. Remember, the most important thing, use the metaphor. If your engine doesn't turn, you check the electric. You check the alternator. See if there's juice in the car. If it turns and it doesn't fire, you check for fuel. Whenever an elevated situation happens in your life, you've got to check your breath. That's the go-to. It's the first thing you do. Check your breath and increase your breath, and instantly you will start to heal the situation. There's many other ways you could add, the specific breaths you could use for specific situations. I'll get on that later on down the line. But for today, get that, you really got to embed that concept in your mind. Always check your breath. That's the go-to. Whatever, anything happens, anything that causes excitement or anxiety in your life, check your breath. I actually just saw on the business station today, that's what they were saying. Before you sell your stock, stop and breathe, and then talk to an advisor and decide if you really want to sell it. So, it's a good metaphor. Always check your breath. See, we have another healer in the audience. Hello, Suzanne. It's good to see you. Just sending energy for healing. Any anxiety or uncomfortableness. What's going on in the world, what's going on in all the individuals' lives. So in order to receive the healing, you could just sit quietly. It's a healing energy. So if you have something you didn't mention, put it on your breath. Whatever that is, just put it on your breath. And as I work this distant healing, it will come to your breath. It will come to your being. Okay. So again, I'm Christopher Nighthammer. I'm a yoga teacher, meditation teacher, an energy healer, and a retreat guide, and a spiritual guide. And if there's something that resonates with you, you could check out my bio on our website, homepym.com. Give me a call. You could message me on here. You could message me through texting, or call direct. My number is 610-914-3348. At home, we have a lot of free things we're offering up. Caroline and Tara are giving heart rhythm meditation classes out a couple days. I think we have Maggie's going to be doing some dance, virtual dance, of course. It's all virtual stuff, but I believe all the offerings are free. You could tune in. They're open to anybody. Some of them require pre-registering. If you don't get our newsletter, you could go on to our website, homepym.com, and sign up for it. But there is a newsletter that just went out for all the offerings for April and May, and there's a ton of them, and they're all free or at reduced prices, because now's not a time where a lot of people have a lot of money. Most people are out of work, and so we want to contribute to the community with free stuff or stuff that is at a reduced price. And if you feel you can make a donation, you can make a donation. There would be ways to do that through the Venmo or other avenues. So whatever you like to do, go online, check us out, and I'll be here Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, and we could do some more meditations, and it's free. Meditations followed by healings. Thanks for coming tonight. If there's any questions, we got a minute or two. I'll be more than willing to field any questions. If you have questions or experiences that you had while we were practicing, and if you don't feel safe saying in public, nobody. The only dumb question is the one that wasn't asked. Isn't that true? So you could ask your questions, or you could text me questions. Feel free to do it online here. Just check to see if somebody didn't ask me a question and I didn't see it. It looks pretty clean. Okay. With that, I'm going to say Namaste. The God in me salutes the God in you. And I hope to see you Saturday morning. Goodbye.